Hello. Hope you're well. I've been playing XO Primal all day because it's on Game Pass. It's fine. Kind of fills a void that my stopping playing Overwatch kind of left. But instead of being strictly PvP, it is mostly PvE with a little bit of P in there too. Yeah. You go, Nate? Good to see you. I'm just starting Bloodstained. Nice. Yeah, I agree. The music in it isn't quite as good. I mean, everything about Ritual of the Night is that it's not quite as good as Symphony of the Night, which happens. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the composer for the primary composer for the Castlevania games did do a few of the tunes for Bloodstained. And in terms of like how stiff it is, yeah, it is kind of stiff. You get used to it as you go. It doesn't really get better, but different weapons have different animations associated with them, and once you find like one that kind of fits with how you want to play and how you feel like in terms of playing the game from a fluidity standpoint, it'll mesh a little better. But yeah, overall it's kind of just a, man, I wish this was just Symphony of the Night. But again, I think Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, for what it is fine. Like, no real complaints. I played the shit out of that game when it first came out. I think I streamed it, and it was before I didn't have, well, the game came out in like 2018, 2019, something like that. And when I sat down and played it, I played it for like 6 or 7 hours. And was just like, man, I'm having a good time, because it kind of, that game does the Metroidvania thing well, where like it gives you just enough where you want to keep going, and it keeps just enough like away from you to where you kind of want to try and get. It's one of those kind of situations. It's just good enough. And yes, I've played much worse Metroidvanias and had fun with those as well. But I'm a sucker for the genre in general. It is what it is. But enough about that. Playing this. I really wanted to continue to play XII Primal. What a dumb name for a game, but also kind of a good name for a game. I don't know. It's weird. Killing dinosaurs is fun. In a Warframe robot. Okay, so we're on to part 4 of 6. Part 4. Say it a few more times. Part 4. I did Orthros. Ultros's uglier cousin. I was gonna do the Gill Snapper. Remember now. So I'm gonna try and do a couple hunts. Just to kind of like continue to progress my characters a little bit. And then I'll probably move forward, because they're getting more difficult. And I don't like that, because I'm lazy. I don't like applying myself in personal endeavors. That's not true at all. All right, off to the Giza Plains, where I'll make my way to the tracks of the beast. South. Oh, it's dry. Blind is here somewhere. Where is blind? Spelled F. Spells found in the Giza Plains Toem Hills area in a treasure. It appears during the dry weather when the plains are a savanna terrain. Toem Hills is the area left of the nomad village. Okay. All right. Well, we can do that. It's true, so. Hold on, have I killed one of these little guys? I'm pretty sure I have. Sorry. But I better make sure that I do just in case. Tome Hills left of the Nomad Village. Wait, is this Tome Hills? Van Kill. Pile of eye drops. 4 gil. Potion. Slap him. Potion. Be blind. 8 gil. Far right end of the area. There it is. All right, cool. All right, now I need to make it rain. I don't quite know how to do that. Also, there's a quest indicator up here. Let me go see what it is. Are you referring to the gill snapper? Or the slap? Is the gill snapper like a nod to the gill turtle in FF5? Oh no, I think in order to make it rain, I have to take the sun from this. I'm gonna quick go back to Robinoster real fast and see if that does it. No. Alright, to the town. Actually, based on the time in the game, there's 1 hour of rainy season followed by 2 hours of dry. You will have to allow the in-game clock to tick away until enough time is... Oh, really? Uses weather can begin to cycle when the player's energy timer will not start until the player either returns to Giza Plains or enters Urite Village, which I've already done. Alright, well I can't do this hunt right now. Alright, back to Jahara. Let's go do the X-Tab then. That sucks. I'm ready to do this now. How dare, game? How dare? Safe. Did this game really late at night? I'll see what it is. Wow. Oh yeah, that thing. That thing's ugly as hell, and if I'm not mistaken, kind of difficult. All right, to Jahara. Okay. Gambits. Wait a minute. Who else can use Berserk? Maybe Penilla or Blind? Maybe Penillo. Let's see here. You can't use Asuna. Oh, excuse me. Got the perks. Before any. You cannot blind. Can you berserk? Cannot berserk either. Okay. Ally any. This is cheap. Well, no, this. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if that works. Oops, not arrow. Blind. Alright, and then Fran. Oh. Status. Oh, wait. No, hold on. 30% rate. We're gonna move you up here and turn you off. This is gonna change to foe. Status. Sir. And he will only do it to those. Not surprised. Oil does do... It doesn't increase the amount of damage. Fire does. What does numerology do? Deal damage that increases with success. Okay, we are here. Who are we do about this hunt? Which hunt is this? XII? Oh, excuse me. Wait, do I even have XII? I should have XII. Saw Bill posted and blah blah blah. The High Chief Zayalu, on the Elder Knoll in the Jahara. In the back corner.
You've come to slay XII? Oh, I have lived many years, yet fate never fails to surprise me. XII is an evil spirit, as frightful as fear itself. It smells the warm blood of men, and attacks without warning or hesitation. Many who I know have already fallen to this fiend. Great warriors all. I will not lie, this is the most dangerous foe. Then I am in your debt. Yet you must not fight that which you are unable to defeat. Should you sense that your life is in peril, flee. Flee at once. XII can be found in the Henne Mine. Enter from Osmond Plains and beyond a junction near the Phase 1 shaft. You shall fight. May the spirits of the land protect you. Do this, and return safely to us. I will do my best.
Okay. Ride to Hollow Greens along the south edge until you spot chocobo tracks and a hidden path on the eastern edge of the area. Follow this path to the southern section of the shrine. Oh, yeah. I gotta ride a fucking chocobo to get there. And they aren't... Whoa, this one will be free. Hey. Hold on. Why that section of the map is so confusing to me, I don't know.
Alright, save.
Heard from the war chief, Kupo. You ride for free. Speaking of which, I've made this offer to you before, haven't I? What's the problem? Don't like riding chocobos? Seems a shame to waste the war chief's generosity like that. Oh, care for a ride? Ride a chocobo. Thanks. Why would I want to... Okay. Why do I want chocobos when I want to fight? Like, the whole point of the chocobo is to avoid the fights, right? Also, can we talk about how bad this chocobo theme is? Like, it's not good. Not nearly as upbeat as it should. Just green snake. I need to go... No, this is... Another flame type. Interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Bosch, what do you have equipped right now? You have a golden amulet. There's Sage's ring. Who has the embroidered tip? There it is. Well, the party is going to be Althea, Fran, and Ash. Ash does have a gambit set up. Mason, right? Have to remember to turn those on before we get to... So where am I going? Dismount into the mines. If you make your way south, make sure the gate switchboard is red so you can move into the next zone. In Pithead Junction A, change the switch back to blue so you can access the southeastern section of Phase 1 shaft. Southeast. I mean, this is where I need to be. Phase 1 shaft. Okay. Fight off the jellies and drop it. Proceed. Head to the southeastern corner to find the mark. So that little cross section down there. Okay. Oh, okay, that was kind of easy. Oh, oops, hold on. Let me turn that off real fast. Yes, the switch is open and closed. Now that that's done, fight head into the head back to Pit Junction A and flip the gate switch. Fight the jellies if you wish, and head north next to mine. There should be a wayward chocobo nearby that you can hop on and ride back to Jakara. So gotta put this in. We're gonna get some jellos. Some jellos dropping down. Right? No? Quick, this chocobo seems to have been separated from its friends. It's lonely. Giddy up. Giddy up. I'll just make my own chocobo music, apparently. Dismount. Although, okay, so it's not the best Chocobo soundtrack, or Chocobo song. It is subdued a little bit, which is kind of cute. You can hear it in the flight of the flute on that audio track, which I don't necessarily have a problem with. It's nice. It's subdued. Being said, I would prefer it to be more jovial and upbeat and more prominent within the mix. Give me that flute, just doo, 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 doo. Just give me that. I'm trying to think. There's some fun things you could rank with the Final Fantasy games that are present. So like best protagonist, best antagonist, best twist, like best real antagonist, I guess would be the way to put it, because there's a lot of in this game, in this franchise, hey, here's the bad guy, and then all of a sudden something happened. It's like, nope, it was this guy the entire time, not that guy.
In truth, XII was nothing other than the spirits of all Gareth, lost their lives in the Hene mines, twisted into evil. Normally, the warriors of our village would deal with such a threat. However, even though it be evil, it was still kin. And how surprised I was to see you, who are known to us, come to our aid. Perhaps this was the wish of our ancestors now fulfilled.
Perhaps. Or perhaps it was just me being a badass thing. Oh man, I think I tried to take on the Mind Flayers because it's next. Previous, but they were kind of shit. Okay, if you just picked up or finished the XTAB hunt, you were very close to our petitioner for the Mind Flayer. If not, teleport you to there. And head to the middle section, Lull of the Land, where your Garomu is, man, I'm getting my O's and my U's up in my brain, is standing at the front of the southern section. Speak with him to get the details. As I was saying, there are many things you can rank. So we've got soundtrack, protagonist, antagonist, true and like twist, I guess you could say, like which game has the best twist, but it doesn't apply to every one of the games in the franchise. It's close. Well, okay, so we can go over this real fast. Final Fantasy 1 has the twist that Garland is truly chaos. Sorry, spoilers, I guess, for a nearly 40-year-old game. Whatever. Don't care. I'm going to spoil a bunch of the Final Fantasies, so sorry, but I want to talk about this one. I don't know. Don't watch for like 5 to 10 minutes ish. I tend to ramble. Anyway, we got Garland, truly the final boss. But you thought he was just a chump because you kicked his ass in the beginning. Second game, Emperor is not really the one that's in charge. It's actually Cloud of Darkness, I believe. I think Cloud of Darkness is 2. Cloud of Darkness is 2. So he's being shrouded by the Cloud of Darkness. 3. What is the final boss in 3? I don't even remember what the final boss in 3 is. 3, I think, is the one that doesn't count because, like, you're fighting something, but, like, there's a twist, like, 3 times throughout that it's like, nope, it's not this thing. 4. Zeramis is the final boss, but it's not Zeramis that you're trying to take down. It's Golbez. Then Golbez isn't the actual final boss either. It's not Zeramis. I forget the name of the guy that Zeramis is inhabiting, but that guy also ends up not being the final boss because Zeramis is inside of him feeding on his hate. But like, there's a triple twist in 3. 5, it's always X-Death. It's always X-Death. The surprise is that he's a tree. 6, Efka, not the Emperor, but, you know. 7, is, I guess the twist is that instead of it being Sephiroth that you're trying to kill, it's Genova, but like, it's not because it actually is Sephiroth. But also maybe it's the planet. With 8, it's Ultimecia. It's always Ultimecia. The real twist of that game is that, like Final Fantasy 1, it's kind of a time loop. God, I need to watch the end of 8 again. That game confused the shit out. I did not understand what was happening at the end of that. Plus, Squall might be dead. So, you know, whatever. 9, who the fuck is Necron? That's like the worst switch. Like, you're fighting Kuja. You think it's Garland at some point, but it's not Garland. It ends up being, it's just Kuja. And you're like, cool, that makes sense. Kuja's been kind of the antagonist this entire game. And then all of a sudden, like, you beat Kuja, and it's like, no, existence is being destroyed and being taken over and going to be reformed by Necron. And it's like, who? It's like the biggest issue. So like the two big issues with 9. Trance system sucks. Who the fuck is Necron? Like, yeah, no, it's because he's the final boss. Like, you beat Kuja, and then like you're like, cool, I beat the game, and then all of a sudden you're in a plane of non-existence because reality has collapsed in on itself. And in order to form the reality that you want, or well, put things back to the way they were, you have to defeat the god that is doing that, and that is Necron. And you only learn about it literally 5 minutes before, not even 5, 2 minutes before you fight him. And that's just the text leading up to the fight. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. That's like the biggest knock against 9, really, outside of the trance system being worthless. 10 doesn't really have a twist. Well, 10's... The twist in 10 is that Sin is jacked. But you find that out so early in the game that it's not that big of a deal. The real twist is that Yevon, the religion, is a crock of shit, but anybody that has antagonistic tendencies towards religion would be like, yeah, no, that I saw that coming a mile away. Kinda, but you also learn about that like halfway through the game. Like, he just doesn't reveal it to Yuna. I don't know, that game has some twists here and there, but all of them are signposted in a way that it's like, yeah, I knew that was happening. And then this, well, we haven't gotten to the twist in this yet, so I'm not gonna say it. But this has a twist too. And it has to do with our main character. Who might I be speaking of? Because there's like 4, and it's not Vaughn. I don't think 13 has a twist, now that I think about it. And 15 doesn't really have a twist either. Or maybe it does. It's been a while since I played either of those, so we'll get there when we get there. I'm done. Other things you could rank, I've said soundtrack. The Chocobo song, that's what I was getting to originally with the start of this thought process. You get to the Chocobo songs. Which game has the best one? And for my money, I don't know. 5's is pretty good, but that's just because Boko is such a big part of the game to begin with. And then like, there's also, I really like 6's, but 6's is really just because it's the one I'm most familiar with. 7's is okay. I don't think 8's is that bad. 9's is okay. Does 9 even have one? This game sucks. 10 sucks too. I don't agree with that. I don't think that 10 is a terrible game or story. I don't think its story is all that great, but I think the game's really fun to play. And I think there's I mean, who knows? It's been a while. Maybe my opinion will change. I doubt it, but
Sorry, but I'm quite busy now. Can you not see? Please, ask your questions of another. Wait, you're not here about the mark. Truly, you will slay the Mind Flayer. I will accept. And quickly, go you to the Hene
again?
My friend was gone within and does not return. He knows the Mind Flayer lurks inside. I could have done both of these at the same time. But were not a Mind Flayer, our warriors would go. Yet for some reason we Gareth cannot withstand its attacks. Mind Flayer is fond of mist. It is drawn to entities that possess magical power, where the mist is densest. Go find it. Recently it was seen at the Phase 1 dig to the mines from Ozone Plains. I'm gonna call them Ozone Plains. I know I missed an M. And bear right, please. Help my friend. Help Esdalu.
I will attempt to do so. I want to pay for a fucking chocobo. Listen to this shit music again. I don't know if I have the Arden episode for 15. Now that I think about it, I'm not gonna get to it for another month or so, but I'll have to double check that. I know I have the boys 3 episodes, which I will play within a portion of the game that they belong. Hopefully there's a way to just do that. Yeah, I never really had any issues with 15. I remember playing it when it first came out and hearing people complain about, what was it, like chapter 13 or whatever, and like what the game becomes. And I remember getting to that and being like, oh, this isn't as bad as they made it out to be. It's just kind of dumb. And then got to the end and was like, yeah, that wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. It was just kind of dumb. And like, that's how I feel about how gamers get upset about a lot of things, is they blow shit way out of proportion. It's like, it's just kind of dumb. That doesn't make it like terrible or like, you know, all kinds of the worst descriptors you can give something. Like, it's cool not to like something. Just say you don't like it. You don't have to say it's terrible. I don't know if they actually ever pronounce it. Oh, I had this thought the other day. So I was watching an anime, as I do. I was enjoying it. It ended. It was a great story. It was a fun. It went places I didn't expect it to, and it ended in a relatively positive way. But it ended. Like, done. Nothing left. Like, so many of the comments were just like, man, I can't wait for. I hope they do a season 2. Blah blah blah. And it's like, no, they don't need to do a season 2. One person was like, just because I want more. And it's like, read the light novels then. But like, they don't need to make a season 2. This story is done, over with. Finished. There's I don't know how they would fill another like 12 episode season with what's going on, because I don't care about what's happening then. I cared about what happened to lead up to this point. Like, I don't know. And my thought is simply like, if you love something, just fucking let it die. And I mean that in terms of the media you indulge yourself. Like, if Final Fantasy 16 was the last Final Fantasy ever, they said, we don't want to make any more. It's not worth it. I would say, cool, I've got 16, 14-ish games that I really like to play, and I can play them whenever and however. Say the same thing about movies, TV. Like, you don't need 10 like iterations of the same fucking thing just because you like these characters. Like, cool, revisit that area. You don't need to see new stuff, or write your own goddamn thing, like you do, and just put it up on it. I don't. Half the reason we don't get new shit frequently enough is because people just clamor for the same stuff over and over again. I don't know. That's old. This is old man rambling. I'm sorry. Where do I go? Make my way south. Red, so you can move on to the next zone. Hit at junction A, keep the switchboard red, and head west. Into phase shaft 1, or phase 1 shaft. Follow it around into phase 1 dig. It is possible they just pronounce it Osmone. Or Osmon. I can see them doing that, not even acknowledging that there's an E at the end of it. That seems like the smart thing to do. Okay, did this. Hold on. This is where the Mind Flayer will spawn. Okay. When you leave the tiled area, head straight south to the southernmost intersection of the zone. Mind Flayer will only spawn, however, if your party has full MP. You can use items. What are we doing on MP over here? Over here. Pinello doesn't have it, but that's okay. We'll get there. I gotta get to the southernmost intersection. Okay. Just take a second to get there. Okay. Let me kill some laborers first. Oh, hey, look. He's right there. Wait, really? Oh, shit, he is. Well, so S-E-E-L-E, I don't think that's a word outside of Evangelion, is it? Yeah. And that depends on which version of the dub you're watching. It is a German word though, and it means soul. So that's slightly different simply because it's not English. And I will forever pronounce it Sele and not Sealy or whatever the fuck they pronounce it for in this stupid what's it face. Hold on. The Netflix stuff. That's what I wanted to say. The Netflix. I did. Also, now that I look at it, Dragoon, that spelling of steel, I think, is more a last name than actually the word for, like, tempered metal. I think tempered metal is just steel. S-T-E. Oh, I guess. No, even like I'm going to steel myself or whatever is so on and so forth. And when it comes to like last name, when it comes to proper nouns like names and stuff like that, words get really weird because it all depends on where they originate from. And what language or what base language did they happen to come from? Is it Germanic? Is it Romance? Is it cryptographic? Alright, well that's another hunt down. Vorpal bunny. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. If I were to have a last name pronounced Steely, it would probably be either IE or Y. Or EY as well. That's another way. Okay, time to another chocobo ride. Back to the village. And I'll check to see if Giza Plains is. Well, no, I've only been playing for an hour. It is 28 hours. It is a new hour within the game, so I guess I could. No. This isn't where I want to go. I want to go the other. God damn it. You know, I feel like I'm pretty deep into this game, and I am hours-wise, but then my mind goes, hey, remember this area that you went to? Remember this other area that you go to? And I'm like, oh shit, I still have a lot of this game left. This is a big game, like all things considered. Maybe I just get to them and then they don't take awesome. No, I don't.
You've slain the Mind Flayer. This is truly good news. I am sure that Azdalu will return to the village soon. This reminds me, the Geomancer wished to speak with you. He has heard of your feats, no doubt. And thank you for your help. Please take this as yours.
Where's the Geo? You are Goromu. receive your reward. He will also tell you that Geomancer Ugello wants a word with you. He's sitting in front of a tent a bit to the north of where you are standing. Oh, this guy over here.
Hello. I know of your skill, by which you defeated the Mind Flayer. I know of your heart, by which you saved the youth of our village. As these things I thought to guide you to the depths of the Henny Mines, but no. I felt it is yet too soon. Not be able to quell the great power that lies sleeping in Henny Mines. Not as you are now. And to grasp such power and behold it, you first need gather about you the protection of many great beings. Do this, and return to me.
If you haven't unlocked 10 Espers, however, he won't be willing to set you on his task. You here to go to the part of the walkthrough. I've only got 2. There's more than 10? Oh, that's a super boss. One of them. This game has like 4 super bosses in it. And yeah, I'm not doing all the hunts. I'm probably approaching the point where I'm going to be done with hunts altogether. I'm not fucking doing them anymore. I want to say, yeah, my first playthrough this was like 45 hours. I'm at almost 30. I imagine 45 to 50 is where I'm going to get for this, from this game. Probably. Something like that. I meant to pause the music. Until I've been playing a game on the computer most of the day because I'm looking at the capture preview, which is directly underneath the camera, and I have my mouse. You can't see it because it's on my screen and not shared, but like I have my mouse on top of the OK button that is on my television screen because it's in the game. I was gonna go click it, and yeah. Okay. Sitting on the wall on the north side of the gazebo in a round section of this spirit wood. Oh yeah. I know where she's at. I do remember taking this one on. Strangely enough. I might be getting this game confused with another. And you can tell me if I'm wrong, but isn't there a section of this game where we actually have to fight people within the wood? Like on an escape or something like that after it's been... I might not be right. Looking for Nira? Yeah. You come because of the bill I posted. Then you will hear me tell of the Vorpal Bunny. I'm listening. Thank you. Then I shall begin. The Vorpal Bunny is a black dream hare that appears only once each 7 years. The tail of this hare is a component vital in the making of vision dust, an incense said to fill the minds of those who breathe it with illusion. For if you are a salve maker, the preparation of vision. The preparation of vision dust is a rite of passage, one that Allah has yet to fulfill. They missed an L. Missed an L. Ever she remains an apprentice. Experience and skill she has, but the Vorpal Bunny eludes her capture. It is too quick, but for a lame leg. Allah, sure, or would be salve maker, even now. They would chasten me for looking without for aid. But the tension between Woodwarder and Savemaker late leaves me little choice. Turn to you I must, but speak of this to no one. If the elders knew of the petition, they might guess at my involvement. Okay. It is custom for an escort of woodwarders to accompany a Savemaker on her hunt to Dreamhair. But Alaha cannot ask the woodwarders for aid, not now. It will be 7 years before she has this chance again. Must she wait so long? Or Allah. Would it be, how would that be pronounced? Is it Alia? Yeah, actually, no, that's probably right. It's probably Alia. Find the Vorpal Bunny, and she need not. Is somewhere in the Golmore jungle. I shall await your return at the entrance of the village. Ooh. And we will. Okay. Except will be a path in the southwest area of the northern loop. Wait. Oh, to reach the Vorpal Bunny. Head back to Golmer Jungle. Let me sell some stuff. I am. What you got? Nothing I need. Nothing I need. Nothing I need or want. Has weather and terrain effects. I'll be back because I gotta deliver stuff. I'll save then. Needle break. Now be able to reach the southern portion of the area. I can. Yay. That's the eastern portion. We don't want that. All burrows. Fire thee well. I want him to steal. I want all of the things that I can get. Rustling Chapel must be that down there. That's okay. I wanna finish out. Oh shit! I died. I wasn't expecting that. Jesus Christ. think I need to invest in... Oh, goddamn. I should probably invest in tricking my characters out. These cuffs. You can keep that. You don't need this anymore. Give you this. Actually, take this off of you. The rose corsage. Give you the embroidered it. Fine. Yeah. I need to invest in armor for my characters. Because I haven't been. And it shows. I think the only one I have been investing in armor for is like Canelo and Fran. You gotta be fucking kidding me. It shows because Ash has shit for armor. No defense. No magic resistance. Oh yeah, no, her defense is 7. Fuck. That is definitely not great. Another golden amulet. I'll actually bring in Pinello instead. Let me find more Marlboros. Alright, the Rustling Chapel. It lives in the southeast corner of the southern loop. The Vorpal Bunny will appear on the second square platform amidst several Oriels and Hellhounds. Run off. Take out the enemies here. It ran back to the first platform, prepare for the fight. Ran deeper in, follow it, and keep taking out enemies it runs past. Well, looks like we're just gonna have to kill everything here. Seemed like a real problem for me, to be honest. What's that? Oh, she doesn't have that. Shit. He does. I knew he had remedy lore. Oh, hey, I found it. It ran off this way. Kill everything here, it's fine. Oh. Okay. Why are these things so fucking tough? I just tried to run. Oh shit. He resurrects with blind? What a bunch of bullshit. Oh, it doesn't attack all of them. God, why is it single target? Fucking sucks, man. This is a Hey. No, run, you fucking idiot. They're still chasing me? Fuck off. Okay. This is annoying because it's just really fucking annoying. Like, stop chasing me. Stop. Why do more keep spawning? Fuck off. I don't want to leave, but I also don't want to stay here because I don't want to fuck. This sucks. These things are fucking hard. I just want to kill this fucking bunny. This isn't so bad when it's only a couple. This sucks. I want to kill the damn bunny, but like everybody's alive. On the plus side, these things give a really good amount of XP. It just fucking sucks fighting them. Get it. No, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, and he can't do shit.
You cannot end us.
Fuck. The goddamn bunny was almost dead. How the fuck do I get out of here? Bring out the goddamn map, please. And the bunny is fully healed. Well, I don't think there's a way for me to come back from this. It's fucking dead. All right, let's go back. What I need to do is not... I need to give Ash... Ash and Fran both need improvements in their armor before I can really continue doing anything, because they are getting fucked as soon as they're like anywhere near anything. They're just dead. Which is itself. Why can't I? Why? Whatever. Well, it sucks. There. All right. I have a ton of license points. Let's use them. And I need to buy more Phoenix stones. I'm out. What armor are you wearing? Oh, you are. You're on that heavy armor kick, aren't you? Well, he's not using a shield though. Hmm. Oh, she's on that heavy armor kick too. Well, that might actually help there. Oh, and I want to get this. Oh, and this does mystic armor. Oh, some battle. Let's go. Just one. I do want to give her that because then she'll have decoy. We'll be able to use decoy. Our board is so fucked up. I don't even know what to do with it. Okay. It'll bring her strength down a little bit, but it will make her a little better off. Oh, and it gives her more MP. That's... Sure. Sure. Oh. Yeah. All right. Where did I get soul power? Did I get it for killing a thing? I did. Something I want to sell, or do I want to hang on? Okay, nope, don't want to sell. Ooh. Ooh. Excuse me. Okay. Let me buy some stuff here. fine. Alright, that's nullifies weather and terrain, no. Increases magic power when HP, no, no. No, no, no. Alright. Okay. Alright, okay. Thanks, buddy. I've already encountered one. No, 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 no. I do not. Give over this one. Now that that's done. Okay, back to try and kill this fucking bunny. God damn. This might be my last set of hunts before I just start focusing on the game primarily. I know I've said it a couple times, said it earlier in the game too. But like, with how much trouble these ones are giving me, and like, the hunts are not meant to be like a, hey, we're checking to see how good you are at the game. They're really just like, hey, here's this extra thing you can do. It might be a little tougher than, you know, you're used to because it's a side quest thingy. But the meat of the finale of this game is not difficult. Put it in a way that, I don't know. I don't remember finding this game all that hard. It's all this. There's so much side stuff to do that like it makes it kind of worthwhile because the side content is good. Well, okay. What am I comparing it to? Am I comparing that to like a Witcher 3, or am I comparing that to like other Final Fantasy? Because if I'm comparing it to other Final Fantasies, then yeah, the side content's good. If I'm comparing it to Witcher 3, then no. The side content's not. But like, nothing really compares to The Witcher 3 in terms of side content, in my opinion. I think that game has some of the best side content you're gonna get out of a video game because it all feels worthwhile when you're doing it. Okay. It has repopulated. I don't need to kill everything. I just need to come after this fucking bunny. Oh, yeah. Why is the cooldown for using items so large? I fucking hate that. That is, I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I used an item. Why does it take me a fucking turn and a half to cool down from that? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, it should not take that long to do that. And now I've lost the fucking bunny. And I do not want to kill everything in here because I do not want to fight those dark skeletons again. This fucking quest, this is why I'm almost done with doing fucking hunts, because this extraneous bullshit that's happening is starting to drive me wild. Where's the goddamn bunny? Bunny went this way. Just leave the T-Rex. Kill this motherfucker, please. No! Kill the bunny. Fuck!
At your best.
Why is Fran? Oh, and I forgot to buy Phoenix Downs, which means I can't do anything right now. I have to go back to Uridit Village. Fuck me, man. I'm not doing this. This quest sucks. I'm getting pissed. It's experience points. And despite the fact that I'm getting very upset with what's happening, it's experience points. My characters need the growth because I'm suffering through this. I should stick to this. I should do this. I should continue to try and kill this fucking shit bunny. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna find the goddamn bunny again. Fran's gonna be in my party. So that I may cast Berserk on it so that it doesn't run away and wants to attack me. It only makes sense that that's what you do. Because this little fucker does not want to get killed. All of my money into fucking Phoenix Downs. All right. And away we go. Let's do it again. Her defense is 25. Why does she go down so? Huh. So I guess like the plus side to all of what's been happening over the last hour is that I've not died, like I died, so that's nice. I don't really want to go this way. Hellhounds suck. I do not like fighting them. They do damage, like a good chunk of damage. Okay. This again. Time magic. Berserk. On the okay, the bunny went this way. Fran's been silenced. Of fucking course. No, god damn it. That's why it didn't get off. Because they silenced her immediately. It's like the game fucking knows that I'm trying to do a thing and it's like, oh no. Okay, alright. Fran. Magic. Time magic. Please. Please work. There. Fucking thank God. Okay. Thank you, guide. You helped. Alright, now I can leave before I have to fight any more of those goddamn skeletons, which gave a lot of fucking experience points, but were hard as shit. Because they inflicted like every... So, that is one of the things about this game that kind of bugs me. One of the... Okay, there are many things that kind of bug me about this game, but overall, like, the experience is really good, and I'm enjoying it. However, the amount of status effects that happen from enemy attacks, or like just status effects. Yeah, no, it's just from enemy attacks. Sucks a lot. A lot of like, oh, you've been bitten by a wolf. Well, you're blind. How does that make any sense? I guess it does to an extent, but even still, like there's just a lot of status ailments that happen to your characters in this game, and only one accessory slot, which is problematic. I mean, sure, you have gambits, but then your characters take forever to fucking do anything, and it's just getting into it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the gambit system. It does not prevent me from enjoying the game and like, you know, it being what it is. It's fine. Boy, does it kind of suck. Like it's just. I mean, I'm dumb, so like, none of the cool shit that I could probably do with the gambits makes sense to me because idiot brain. But I guess I respect what they're trying to do. It's interesting. It's interesting because what they did in 10 and then what they did in this game are like kind of continuations of one another in a sense. And then what they do in 13 is a natural evolution from here. So like everything kind of makes sense. I guess 10-2 comes into play too because of what they do. Wait, I'm gonna wait to save until I bring this back to her. No, she said she'd be waiting for me at the oh yeah, here she is. Be oh so quiet. I do not wish to suffer their scorn should they see us speak. Follow me at a distance. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. With this, Alia can prepare the vision dust. The hidden path from Golmore you took to reach our village. Its scent, you recall? Light on the breeze. So sweet. That is the scent of the vision dust. On Vieira, it has no effect, but it clouds the minds of other races, keeping our village hidden from the world. I was told someone had hunted the Vorpal Bunny. Was it you? Alia, do not be angry. Hear what I would say. How long now have you studied under Hala? Yet, Hala, you remain Sav apprentice because you have not prepared the vision dust. I know how you have worked to become salve maker. I wished only to help. And your leg. I know of that too. Cheeks? Enough, Nira. That was an accident, no more. You were protecting a salve maker who ventured into Golmore, were you not? Since then, bickering. A rift between Woodwarder and salve maker. Where they should work as one with the Elder. Is this not so? Yes, I was wounded that day protecting a salve maker. The path of the Woodwarder was closed to me forever. But what happened on that day I would not change. I acted as I must to protect a salve apprentice on her hunt. I fulfilled my duty. There were times when I mourned my loss, but the decision to leave the Woodwarders and become a salve maker was my own. You must be clear about this. I hold no one to blame. As you say, only use this and prepare the vision dust. You must promise. This I will do, Nira. I am sorry to have burdened you with our troubles. For the dream hare's tale, you have my thanks. Alright, I got ghillie boots and lightning arrows. Worth it? I guess? For lightning arrows, yeah, it was good. Those could come in handy, I imagine. Okay. Got some money too, which is never a bad thing. And I got to yell and complain about some of the stupid shit that happens in this game. Alright, well, I've spent the first 2 hours doing hunts. There's like one more left on this list. So maybe I do that and then just kind of... I think I'm done with hunts. There's still one more that I could potentially do. Actually, I think there's okay. Hello, Hims. Oh, you've perhaps seen my posting. Come to slay the Pharaoh Retriever? Yeah, sure. I thank you. The Pharaoh Retriever lurks in Parmina Rift, attacking those coming to the Holy City for salvation. There have been many deaths. The latest reports say that the Pharaoh Retriever was seen in the southern part of the rift, near the still shrine of Miriam. Please, sir, help us. Okay. Take the southwestern exit into the path of the first fall where the save crystal. And there you will find the Pharaoh Retriever just inside the spine of the ice worm, which is the thing in the middle there. All right. I was guiding refugees but to the Holy Mountain. Went ahead. At the spine of the ice worm, we were set upon by a Pharaoh Retriever. This thing will probably kill me. And I may or may not say fuck a few times. Where? Oh, there he is. Hello. I thought it was gonna be harder. I'm happy I was wrong. So that's the stupid bunny took me as long as it did. Like, set me up to feel like all of these are going to be super tough. Say that they aren't tough in their own way. But, like, that was way easier than I thought it was. I remember trying that one on my last playthrough, and it crushed me. It made me feel like less of a human being because of how hard it was. Oh. Let's, You've slain the Pharaoh Retriever? Then you have rid us of a terrible menace. I am sure his grace, late Anastasis, smiles upon you. Thanks, friend. Is that any better than what she did? No. Oh. Yeah, okay. That explains. It's a two-handed ninja sword. Really? And this is two-handed. Yes, that's fine. He's considerably stronger. All right. But he's good. Pull Fran out, put Pinello in. All right, back to Rab and Aster. You're done. You're done with Hunt. For the time being. Really want to push the. Truly. Gotta go get some alcohol so that I can have a drink every time they say nothing. I'm gonna get drunk because I'm not gonna drink like liquor. I'm just gonna get stupid hard seltzer and I'm just gonna go every time they say nothing. Because it sounds fun and it's Saturday night and I'm not doing shit. Well, I mean, this. Probably won't play for too much longer. Just enough to push the goddamn plot, man. I just want to see what happens next in the story. Political intrigue is afoot. That's been the title of my stream for the last 2 streams, and political intrigue has not happened. Much like the first three titles for this, the first 3 stream titles for this game were chilling with Pinello, and Pinello was nowhere to be seen. I was not chilling with Pinello. She was just not on screen. Ooh. All right, let's talk to Kitchen. Yes, her name is Kitchen. See if she has this swad for me. Follow my sister's example that. Mean the original. You're a woman with shoulder length. I don't care. Don't care. Conversations, yes. Okay. Inside clan headquarters, original platinum sword. Okay. After the player has defeated Judge Bergen and Mount Bur-Omi says, have. All the questions have been answered. They have. Kitchen will have made her decision. Depending on what the point value is, it can't be anywhere. It can be anywhere from +4 to -4, +4. The end of the quest. It will show up at a different spot and give a different prize. Kieran in the clan hall will tell Vaughn where she can be found. Some of the rewards have changed in the Zodiac version. Okay. No tongue. Kieran. We should be in the clan. Is there Vieira in here? Ah. Yes, what is it you need? I am Kryn, hunter of Clan Centurio. To know my boundaries, did I join the clan? It is a wellspring of information about powerful marks. If you sense danger, be cautious. Light 2 has its place in battle. It does, actually. Oh.
A new clan member. I am McEnroe. Pleasure, I'm sure. Unlike our other members, I cannot participate in hunts. Specialty lies in the collection of information. Question about one of your marks? Ask. Tell you what I know.
No, then. Right. Kupopo. No, that's not the voice.
Oh, brave companion already? You've been burning the midnight oil, Kupo. Clan Centurio knows how to treat its hard-working members. Kupo, here a reward for your accomplishment.
2 ethers, 3 teleports.
Keep up the splendid work, Kupo. Kupopo, you're a risk breaker already. Oh, you've been burning the midnight oil. Knows how to reward the hard-working members. 2 elections and 3 teleports. Let's keep up the splendid work, Kupo. It's another day for Clan Centurio, Kupo.
I don't care it. That looks awful. My precious little carrots run away, wild as the day she sprouted. Frizzle widgets. That's a good expletive. Who will come and hear my tale of worry and woe?
I'm just an intermediary. Now then, let me tell you where this petitioner might be found.
In Albina Town, in that thing over there.
In the aerodrome. We call the vile marks elite.
I already know. I grow weary of this. You go now to hunt this carrot.
Let me join you. Like a blade, a warrior must fight to keep her edge.
You contract for the hunt. I will meet you there.
Oh.
All right, Bryn. All right. All right, now that I'm at my level, I should be able to get some stuff. So let's go to... I didn't do Gill Snapper. Convert all license points earned to Gill.
Bubble.
Double max HP of one ally. Green magic level 3. All right, we'll grab oil. Can't afford it. I can sell stuff though. Probably have some stuff I can sell. Not a whole lot. Good. Okay, teleport a hike to Nelbina Town. You are low on remedies. The portentous provisions merchant near the teleport crystal should sell them now, along with several other merchants. Head into Jejim Bazaar. Find Burrow, a bonga sitting just south of the Gambits. All right. South. And I go to Nalbina Fortress. Nalbina. I think it's because I play too many of these damn JRPGs and everything's Japanese. I keep pronouncing I's as E's. So like Nalbina becomes Nalbina, even though it's probably, I believe it is actually pronounced Nalbina. Because that's how everybody in the game pronounces it. All right. I don't think I'm low on remedies. I restocked recently. Head to Jejim Bazaar if I burrow. I don't think I've been in Nalbina Town yet. So we're probably going to get a little bit of a cutscene. Or just a cutscene in general. Because this is where I'm supposed to be. Okay. I had to get a drink, I'm sorry. Alright, so.
Come to help fortify the fortress. You shouldn't have it too bad. They save the easiest jobs for the humans. Me? I got sent off to do the heavy lifting. Those Imperials think the rest of us would be used as tools, not more. No, I say.
I guess. Nestled as it is on the border of Nobradia and Dalmasca, Nalbina was always bustling with trade between the two. These days, it's more fortress than town. At least it's still here, though. Our home of Nabudis was wiped from the land, leaving naught but a necrohole of fiends. I don't know why I gave him that accent.
Come on, magic straight from the lost city of Nabudis. I've got the connections that make lesser magicers green. No magic necessary. Take a look at my wares, they speak for themselves.
Sir, you have nothing that I don't already own in some fashion.
Lot of Imperials buy keepsakes here before heading home. They're crafters, particularly popular. Of course, the sick back makes them.
Say, you know of the Backnemy? A violent, greedy lot, them. I hear they've made the Nebrius Deadlands their territory. Deathland is a fitting place for their ilk. I've never heard of whatever it is you're talking about.
I got lots of things here, none of which I'm leave to talk about in public, if you know what I mean. No?
Sir, everything you have, I already own. You offer nothing new. Thank you.
Them Arcadians were all talking and they didn't look happy. Heard something about the Leviathan and her 8th fleet going down. Took some important judge down with it too, from the sounds of it. Yours right.
Well, you're the boy that I gave that fuse to down in the passage. You come about my bill for the Atomos. That Atomos has got our caravan stopped cold. Can't lay in any of the goods my customers want, and that's death into my trade. I want you to hunt it and kill it. That's what I wanted to hear. Let's get you the details so you can get out there and hunt. Maybe, and you don't. But just a while back, Imperials cordoned off the highway leading up to the Mosforan High Waste. See, they was out capturing as many Slavic wilders as they could get their hands on. Army wanted them for some reason or another. Well, their hunt's over now, but it sent this Atomos into a rage, seeing as how they get on well with the Slavic wilders. Who suffers? Caravans. Imperials are the ones to blame. Pointing fingers don't solve problems. Kill this Atomos is for. Things get out of hand, boy.
Hunt begins. Now head into the aerodrome. I'm gonna talk to everybody first. They say a horrible creature that lost the war with the gods lurks even now on the Mosforan High Waste. Is it local legend?
You heard of the Arheim Passage?
Yeah, I've been there many times.
Legend says you can hear the eerie cry of a woman from the depths of that cursed place. It makes you shiver just thinking about it, eh? But Lost Burrow goes down there like it's nothing special and scavenging for junk.
Okay, cool, good for him. Never should open my shop in this heat. Buy something, will you? Sir, you have no. Okay. You do have things I don't. But the real question is, do you have things I don't? And the answer is no.
Oh.
I already got 2, 3, and 4. Understand the point of those. These I do understand because I can make it so that if a foe is asleep, I can have it, everybody like avoid it.
But rumors of the creatures that lurk in the lands about Nalbina, children's tales compared to the legendary fiends of Arcadia. For instance, did you know that a great palace lies buried deep within the earth of the south of the capital? Oh, within that palace, there sleeps a terrible worm. Frightening, isn't it? And if it really exists, fight best avoided. The sleeping worm's lies, they say. You'll report any shops you see stealing stolen goods, son. You believe I'm here doing this every day. There I was, part of the Western Armada, glorious, victorious. Or better start soon. I'm gonna be a shield for the homeland and a sword striking down those Rosarian barbarians. But it is bloodthirst.
I am using too much vocal fry and frying my.
The Imperials have taken a liking to our shop. Business is great. Care for a weapon or two?
Maybe not. You got nothing good. Jesus. That's like all of it. That's horrible. That's like level 1 weaponry. What the okay.
Longest serving merchant in Albany. Right here. Love for years and business has never been better. Take a look.
Same with you. All level 1 shit. Try it. Get out of here. Try it.
You looking for the aerodrome? I'll take you. Civilians are only allowed in sections of the fortress.
I guess.
Right then. Hey. Here to work on a fortress. A word of the wise. Complain over much and you'll be thrown in the dungeon. From which there can be no escape. You heard of someone escaping? Bah, nonsense.
We're here working on the fortress walls. It's torture in this heat. Why we're negotiating for better pay. They say that any who complain will be sent to the dungeons. That's a bluff. They're in a hurry. They need all the hands they can get. Also, there's some union busting bullshit. We don't like it.
I'm here, watching these goods for hours. No, I just noticed a lot of these Imperials are armed. Yeah, observant, right? That's my job.
I have no business with small folk. Seek homes elsewhere. Oh, you're from Clan Centurion. Oh, how terribly rude of me. It's all just as I told Montblanc. My husband is stationed here, and I came to visit him with my precious little carriage. I went out for a stroll while waiting for my husband. Only let my eyes off her for a moment, and my precious little carriage ran away. She's always lived in the city. She must have longed for home, the poor dear. I'd given up on ever seeing her again. Then the other day, I heard people talking about a beast preying on travelers. The description was uncanny. It must be her. Is this true? I'm in a great deal of trouble. They learned I was this beast's owner. Oh, a scandal. You must slay her with all haste. I guess. My precious little carrot sprouted in the sleeker wood. The attacks have also centered on the sleeker wood. I'm certain she's there. She was ever a sensitive creature, timid as a mouse. I don't care how wild she may be. I know that if any creature nearby is slain, we'll go into hiding. Be sure of it. It was like a precious thing. Kill her quickly. I would not want her to suffer.
Yeah, you suck, lady. Heading into town. I don't want to scorch you much with the fortress as often as this. Go along. Right, this way.
All right. I can take the... So I've already explored some of the Mossfern High Waste against my better judgment. But I did it. So I'm going to take advantage of that and use the teleport crystal to teleport them. Save myself some time. Although I could go item. I should do that. I should do that. Safe. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Because it'll... I need the experience. Some. I'm assuming I'm just gonna make it to... I'm gonna go to the Monster High Waste. And I'm assuming I'm gonna make it to like the section there. That's... Oh. Oh yeah. I'm a bit stronger than I was previous. And a jump. Bosch is getting up there. Bring him back. Bring Vaughn. Our way to where we're going. I want to fight the Slavin Wilder, but because it was just being peaceful. But sometimes things Alright. We're in the Babbling Bay. Here. Near the two west exits, there are 4 treasure barrels, all guaranteed to appear, but only one reoccurs and contains a trifling amount of gil. Others include one by the northern exit that contains the thief's cuffs, which I already got. 2 that aren't immediately accessible, one with 6,636 gil, and one with a turtle shell choke. Be sure to speak with the consul, the Bonga, next to the merchant. Hello, friend.
Hey, keep it down. Man, I'm busy here. Can't you see? You've no business with me. I'll speak with you later. Oh, you come about the bruh.
That's right.
Yeah, truly. Yeah. Yeah, sorry I tried to brush you off there. Now listen up. I'm a traveling merchant, see? Me and my partner were on our way out to the hunter's camp on the Fawn Coast. Some wares. Thing is, we took the wrong turn in the slick wood. Bad turn. That's when we ran into the nightmare. Talk about wild horses. I escaped by the bristles on my chin. Came back, my partner and our wares were gone. Thought I'd wait here for my partner, but so far I ain't seen hide nor hair of him. I'm worried. Not enough to go look at myself. I posted that bill. I want you to go and get rid of that breath for me.
The breath. The hunt begins for breath.
Breath came upon us in the northwestern Sleekwood. Pretty close to the necrohole of Nabudis. Come to think. Yeah, I know the complete opposite direction from the Fawn Coast, where we were supposed to be headed.
Yeah, didn't help. Greetings there, Cindy. Anything you need, you let me know. First you gotta pay. Keep the face on. Oops. Bye. It's a Goku pole. Worthwhile. Oh! Staff for my homie. Nah, we'll keep him with things. Okay. I have other things I can sell here. Like, who are those? An additional one of those. An additional one of those. I can sell one of those. 3 of these. Those. Chromed leathers. I wonder what that means. I wonder how you get leather to be chromed. Polish it a bunch? That's fine. Magnolia. Nobody can equip it. I don't have Mystic Armor. Into Petrify, Confuse. Sleep. Any magic? Ooh, you have the Roiga. And all allies in range and invisible. I'm gonna pick up a Roiga because it seems like a good idea. I need armor for some characters. Fran in particular needs flippin' armor. Half damage, weak against holy. Yeah, Ash can't wear any of this. She can wear the bone helm and the bone mail. I'd rather get diamond armor and diamond. Okay, so I can get the diamond armor for Franny. She can wear it. Hold off on that. Metal jerky. I'm gonna grab one of these. I'm gonna equip it on my boy. Both of you. And last thing I'm gonna do. Let's get a dragon shield. All right, I'm equipped. Of course, I could probably get a dragon shield here. And probably a diamond. Well, if I get another diamond armor, I can give it to Ash. Worthwhile. Let her equip the whole range here. Give you decoy and oil. Hold on. I'll mess with licenses. Not interested in doing it. Okay. I can save real fast. I'll save over this. Okay. Okay, time to head north into the trail of sky-flung stone. Oh, are you headed to the capital too? According to our map, we should go northwest. My husband, Caval's installs. Veals installed. He says he's concerned about the road ahead being blocked. Why don't we just go and see for ourselves? Fair point, my lady. Fair point. Trail of sky-flung stone. Okay. The zone has two parallel paths. The northern path has a guaranteed one-time chest with ghillie boots near the center. The southern path has two treasures that might appear, containing diamond armor and black garb. We're going south. I'm not opposed to going. I want to take. I'm not opposed to taking both paths. Vaughn's gotta go. Vaughn for Frawn. Got a treasure chest. What's in it? There's a black garb. Let's go. Hey, there's two chests down there. go to the other. Get those 2 chests. I call them chests, but they're just barrels. But yeah. Tough the Phoenix down. Get a boots. Got black garb. Like the diamond armor, but maybe we can go. But I could get diamond armor. Let's see if I can. What's this? Pinch of echo herbs. Oh, buddy. Do this for a little bit just to see. I mean, if I can get an extra diamond armor, then let's. What's that gonna? Back. No. Yay! All right. When did I get a bone out? Way more resistant. Gain improver strength. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Oh, 32. Does she have the embroidered tippet? No, she has a sage's ring. Who has the embroidered tippet? Oh, Fran does. Dash. She's about to almost guaranteed that. And when she does, I'll probably swap her out for. No. Son of a. Okay, I'm in the northern skirts now. All right. This area is filled with pop-up pythons and flying vultures. Got them. Be sure to have some long-range. Yep, got them. Also consider long-range melee. On the east edge of the zone, strike the withered rock to make a new path to Empyrean Way. Oh, do that. That's what that exclamation mark was. There we go. It's the Dark Souls of Final Fantasy. It's not. It is not. Okay. Once you are ready, head north into the northern skits. The metal jerkin can be found in a treasure all the way to the west end of the southern path. Oh, I guess there is a... This is the... Hello, what are these? Barber Dukes? Humba Bumbas. Yes. Humba Bumbas. I know what it is. Somebody. Well, Theo did. Oh. Really? Pretty good. Yeah, let's get rid of him. Friggin' fun. Southern path. Oh, there's nothing here. Hey, did a hunt. Cool. Pinch of herbs. A potion. A golden. Kamikaze. Move north to Haney Crossing for 2 chests and a beer. Hey, look, there they are. An elixir and 101 gil. One will not respawn once playing. Head across the bridge. Into the silica wood. I'd like to go turn in this quest. Ah, this is what I was thinking of. Okay, cool. And then Fawn Coast is like the area that I was thinking of after this. I didn't really like this area as much as I probably should. It's very pretty.
There's a community of hunters on the Fawn Coast. Came here thinking to join them, but my way is blocked. Head east from this forest, well to the east. Find an old gate. Beyond that, the Fawn Coast. Trouble is, the gate's broken. Moguls are fixing it, but I have some doubt as to their industry in this matter. Didn't let the gate be open. Being nothing to do about it, I returned here. Of course, I've dropped my map of the wood, too. Fates spit upon me, surely.
Oh, I was hoping that I could steal this stuff. Finally, you have come. No sign have I seen of the mark we hunt. Long did it live in company of Humes. We slay other monsters near it. Fear might drive it away before we might reach it. Okay. I'm killing it. Many items. Too many items. I want to see what this carrot looks like. Doesn't matter. Don't need to. I do kind of like that most things here are urban. They just don't care that I exist. It feels joy. Very docile. And just kind of like, yeah, it's cool. except for the Marlboro King. Oh, a visitor coupon. Oh, we're here working on the gate up ahead. Well, not actually right now. Right now we're resting. Well, no shit. Oh, visitor Kupo. We're here working on the gate up ahead. Okay. Now you're resting. I get it. Quietened Trail. Ah. Oh, if I don't find those layabouts, get them back on the job soon, the boss will have our pom-poms. I don't think anyone's laying around about beyond here, though. Bombs on the road. Next break you took. Last. Ah. Get charm. You got charm, boy. Teleport to Nabina Fortress. Turn this Atomos in. Get our reward.
Oh, I already heard from one of the caravans coming before you. Sounds like you made short work of the Atomos. Caravan shouldn't have any trouble bringing supplies through the mountains now. You've my thanks, boy. Hey there, Jovi.
You're grinning eaty here, brother. What's this? Oh, blah.
Dear boy did fit that up, Atomos. Oh, said there weren't no heroes in Albina. I said. Sorry, didn't mean to keep you so long. Thanks again for taking care of that Atomos for me. Here's your bounty, boy. You earned every gift.
Look at it. Wonder if that's any good. Can Ash equip it? I need rods too. And no, it's not any good. Still, quest done is a quest done. Should not go west into the sun-dappled path. The carrot mark is there, and it is likely out of your league. Blah blah blah. Instead, head east into Diverging Way, which I haven't been into because that's down there. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna go that way. And go back. Things I need to do. Ooh, princess keys. Ooh. In a bucket? He's here again. funny. It's like, yeah, no, okay, this is where we're gonna fight this thing. Not there. Just not there. Okay, so I went to the west there. Back to all these little bastards. Go east. I gotta go, Kupo. Is that better than... Nope. Ashura is better. Hold on. There are treasures yet to be obtained that I have not gotten from these dead ends. All right. I think that's everything. Yeah. So I found like all of the movables. I haven't found yet. Move on. This should be the diverging way. Stick to the southern path and head straight through this area. Living chasm. Here later. Okay. Once the gate's fixed, everyone will be able to go to the Fawn Coast, Kupo. It'll take a little while longer yet. That is, if my 9 missing apprentices ever come back from the Salika Wood. We'll never finish repairs like this, Kupo. They're probably loafing in the Salika Wood, Salika Bungalow. Still 9 missing. All right. Go find us some Moogaloogles. Found, I think, 8 of them. Nefer. Bunch of gil. Bunch of gil. Bitch moves fast. really like this area's music. Very pleasant. It gives me some Yasunori Mitsuda vibes, which I'm okay with. Check your map so you can see all your targets. Save the Path of Hours for last, and instead head toward Garden of Decay. So, okay. Head to the Garden of Decay, which is over here. Right. The Chaos Maze has straight along the path until you have to turn. Head over, follow the path until the end to find a treasure that might. Alright, little guys. Here's the deal. Oh, we're here working on the gate up ahead. Well, right now we're on break, actually. And the boss wants us? Oh, that's no good. He's scary when he gets mad. Okay, break time's over. Bye-bye, Kupo. Oh, there's still 7 of us on break out there. Okay. No one seems to be home. We're working on the thing, but well, not now. Break. 5 of us out there. Yeah, I know. I synced 2 of you already. Oh, at the beginning. Must be at the first. Anyway, okay. Okay, back into there's several treasures, but only 2 pieces here. One of which you likely already have. Find the best sword. Okay, don't go. Take the northwest exit here. Exit. Point to trace. I did that. That's that area right there with the save crystal. Here you can save a game with teleport crystal, and the southernmost part is a guaranteed one-time chest of the charm technique. I got it. You'd head north to unlock Nebrius Deadlands and the Necro Hole of Nabudis, but you'd have to fight the King Bomb optional boss. Isn't necessary now unless you just want the challenge. You also will not be able to complete the Bre hunt until you do, however. Continue west into Garden. Okay, where I am. No gear here, just Moogles. They are marked on the map, so head to them. Round up the first 4. If you feel like it, you can take on the rare game Spee by heading south from here to the Sundapple path. Kill all the weird hairs you can find. Ooh. Too much hot sauce over there today. It like, ugh. So if I go to the Sundapple path, I can kill all the weird hairs, and then head to the southwestern corner to spawn Spee. Run into Carrot, leave the area and try again. If you don't run into Carrot, continue east back to Trunkwall Road after you killed Spee. Don't want to bother with speed. All right. Yeah, we can. Oh God. Ugh. I'll take on the rare game. Why not? Kill all the weird hairs. Find and head to the southwest corner to spawn. It's over here. Alright, we should spawn. Here. One left. Now I know. You son of a bitch. Killed so many. Why is the rare beast not spawning? Also, don't really want to fight. Whatever the name of it, whatever. I've killed enough of these damn things. I feel bad because they're cute. They mean me no harm. Yeah, they keep murdering. There are none. That thing should have spawned. Whatever. Tough nuggies. Didn't spawn for me. Alright. Trunkwall Road, is that where I am? I am. Hold on a second here. North into Trunkwall Road. There are 2 pieces of gear here. To get the Chaos Mace, head straight along the path until you have to turn. Head to the left. Okay, that's here. Follow the path until the end to find the treasure barrel that might... Chaos Mace. Well, it's a good thing there's an exit right here. I can continue to spawn it. Because who knows? Maybe the Chaos Mace is better than the axe the Francisco that I have on no. If it would spawn. I can do this all day, game. Just please don't make me. Incremental skill increases are nice. I won't lie. It's nice to have money when you didn't expect to have it. Even like a 111. God damn, I hate these RNG chests. They're dumb. And they're horrible. They're horrible for like somebody who, like myself, has like a compulsive need to open every treasure chest you come across. Like you can come across the room 5 times and you get treasure chest each time, and it's like, well, all right, I guess I'm gonna open that treasure chest each time. Burps. Smell. Not at all, but taste nasty. Aw, come on. You gave me an ether. Give me a mace. Hey. A mace of chaos. Not 296 gil, a mace of chaos. I don't know any. No, I don't. This music is jamming. Like, it's very pleasant. Very pleasant. A little bit of a Metroid vibe to it, too. Sometime soon. October is coming up. I could make Super Metroid an October regular game. I mean, it only takes me more than like 4 hours to beat that game. I don't think it takes me that long. As someone who plays excessively long video games, I'm very happy when I find a game that I can play through in a single sitting. And not like via speedrun methods, but like just playing the damn thing. And Super Metroid is one of those games. Not overly long, only takes, you know, anybody who's lightly familiar with Super Metroid could play through it in 5 hours. It's an afternoon. It's not too bad. Like rainy out. Feel like playing something? Play some Super Metroid. Shit's good. Good game to play. I mean, all the Metroid games you could have probably. Ooh, that's. So, okay. October is just around the corner. I know it's the middle of July, and I'm already talking about October, Princess. But I'll be honest. I think about October a lot because October, while I am not a scary game person, don't like scary games. I don't even really like Halloween. Like I do, it's fine. I don't like getting dressed up. I do like the aesthetic of Halloween. And I like the atmosphere that Halloween offers in terms of like oranges, blacks, and dark, brooding, usually violence and gore, that kind of stuff. Last year, I had COVID. That was not fun. And and so I didn't get to play like as much. I also trying to come to grips with my job, which I have for the most part now. So that's just give me the damn mace. I won't do this for too much time. I promise. I mean, if I get to 1,600 steps before I find it, assume I have no idea. Yeah, we'll just call it 1,600 steps. So yeah, for October this year, it's a chance for me to talk. Parasite Eve will be played, as it always is. I haven't figured out when. I haven't really looked at October as a month to see when Halloween falls, because while I might just play that on Halloween, if it's not during the week, it's not during the week. I will attempt to play through it in one single sitting again, so it'll probably be a Saturday or Sunday, where I'm just like spend the day playing Parasite Eve. Thanks. I want to say, on average, it takes me anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 9 hours to get through Parasite Eve. So that'll be October. Probably towards the end. I have Bayonetta Origins, Cereza's something or other that I have not even opened yet. I'll probably start the month off with that because hell yes. That seems interesting. Like, I liked Astral Chain, and it seemed, and though I did not care for Viola as a character in Bayonetta 3, the mechanics with her, actually no, her mechanics kind of suck. But like the Astral Chain ass movement of Cheshire in her was fine. I liked it enough. Astral Chain still did it better, but this Bayonetta Origins is supposed to be pretty good. And it's a game that people will forget came out back in March. So yeah, I'll probably play that. Blasphemous 2 comes out in August, so maybe I play that too. But with one, how much I'm going to work during the season, and 2, with how long some of these can be, because like the Bayonetta game probably won't take me more than a week and a half to play through. Parasite Eve is a single sitting. Blasphemous 2. I mean, Blasphemous 1 took me like 18 hours to play through. I did kind of fly through it. I didn't do a whole lot of the extra shit. I can see Blasphemous 2 taking me closer to like 20, 25. But that'll be nice to play through. So that would take me 2 weeks or so, give or take. We got 3.5 weeks, and 2 games. I would kind of like to play Metroid Prime, a game that I've I played through the majority of it once. I didn't even own a GameCube at the time. Oh, yeah. And I made it to like the end and kind of just I would kind of like to play through it. Or at least attempt. Like that's three games for sure that yeah, 3 games for sure that I want to play through. If I could fit 4 games, like 1 a week. Let me look at the map. All right, the map of the month. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 4 full weeks in October. Unfortunately, Halloween's on a Tuesday, so no days. One of those weekends, I'm gonna be at a Halloween party. I know. More than likely. I might not. More than likely. We'll just assume that I'm not gonna be available for one of those Saturdays. So I have 3 Saturdays, 3 Sundays that I can spend a good amount of time playing a game. And then, you know, an hour or 2 a day. So there's options there for me. And so like that can kind of free stuff up. Oh, I gotta go talk to these damn Moogles. I didn't realize I was gonna get 4 full weeks of October. That's nasty. Well, I guess we get 4 full weeks of September. The equivalent of like 4 full. I guess every month is 4 full weeks. I'm just a dummy. Not afraid to admit it. Okay, back to the beginning. I talked to them. Head back south. Path. Oh. I missed it. Oh, I didn't run around really to look for it. Plus, it blends in with the environment. That's not cool. Oh my God, there's so much I haven't even looked at yet. Holy shit. Oh yeah, that takes me to Necrohole of Nabudis. Alright. Let's go talk to them dudes. Hello. Here's the deal. Put my hand with my incredibly long fingers right on my butt cheek while I explain this to you. I also have incredibly long nails, so it's very easy to scratch an itch on my butt cheek with my incredibly long fingers and my incredibly long fingernails. Returning to the gate with them. There isn't any good reason to not go with them because you can return to the Sleekwood at any time. Talk to the craft Moogles. They all have differing ideas of where their next job will be. Speak to the Moogles boss to get B rewards. B rewards with a sash. Continue forward to save in the next zone. And save in the next zone on coast. Kaukula Pass. So yeah, this is earlier in this stream when I mentioned, hey, isn't there like a place where I fight in the forest or whatever? It was the Sleekwood. And then now that my apprentices are all back, repairs took no time at all. Witness the power of Moogles. farted and that thing opened. That's great. I love it.
Skaboosh crush.
They wouldn't do that to the cute little Moogle.
If I want to talk to the boss.
Thanks to you, the repairs in the gate are finished, Kupo. Here, a token of our gratitude.
You obtained this hair.
Sun Coast is up ahead. Oh, pretty views there, but the locals, not so pretty.
How's that supposed to mean? Damn racist Moogle. So this area I remember quite a bit. Maybe not remember quite a bit. I have memories of playing this section.
It would seem we made the right choice. If we'd taken the easy way and come by airship, one of those patrols would no doubt have been quick to roll out the red carpet. We're on the Empire's doorstep now, so we shouldn't have to worry quite so much. But that's no excuse to get sloppy. It is still a long road to the capital.
Damn, I was hoping somebody would say Nethicite. We went a whole stream with only me saying Nethicite and nobody in game saying Nethicite. I don't know how I feel about it. Truly, I don't know how I feel about it. God, yeah, no, this area is huge. Okay. Is this the dungeon that I think it is? It is! Okay, yeah. Sorry, I know I said that in a way that seems weird, but... Yeah, okay. This is an... Ooh, Hastega moat. Okay, yep, nope. Can't wait to do that, because it's got... Oh, wait, no, that's a moat. Damn it! Damn it! That's okay. There's stuff. But yeah, sorry. That'll do it for me for this evening. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you. Right there. Sitting down. You. Appreciate you. I should be back tomorrow with more of this. As long as Exoprimal does not take over my life when I'm not on stream. Which it might, just because it's fun to play. I will be back. We'll try and make our way through all of this section. I'd like to get 2 Arcades before the end of the stream. Now, Fallen Coast and Kaukula Pass could take me an hour to get through. Could take me 6. I don't think it will. It'll probably take me more than 2. And getting to Arcades it'll be a thing. We'll get there when we get there. But once we get there, like the game kind of, the story picks up a bit and everything kind of comes to like a conclusion of sorts in a relatively neat way. Oh yeah, it's just the final bosses. That's right. Okay. Yeah, so we're close-ish to being towards the end of this. I don't know how much I'm gonna do when it comes to like post-game or like end-game content. I'm not doing super bosses. Fuck that. I'm probably not gonna do any of like the extra areas. I'm probably just gonna stick to the meat of the game, maybe look at. Well, let me look at some ultimate weapons here. Very rare steel from Esper Zodiac. The Great Trago. I'm kind of curious. How do I get the Zodiac spear? I would like to get the Masamune too. You obtain it 2 ways. The first is a one-time guaranteed chest in Luzu Mine Site 7. This can be obtained before you fight Gilgamesh if you do not take the hunt first. The other method is a purchase from the shifty-eyed man if you turn in all 30 trophies to attack. Don't care. Zodiac Spear also can cause disable on hit at a slightly higher rate than the Dragon Whisker. To find it, you must not touch 4 okay. And there's a 1% chance that a treasure will spawn to the southwest hallway and a mine's special charter ship. This is repeatable. There are 2 other ways to obtain one, both involving the hunt. First, if you give 10 trophies to each Banga, you will be able to purchase it from the shifty-eyed man. Alternatively, if you give attack more than 15 trophies, the Hunt Club owner will give you a Zodiac Spear as a reward. That doesn't seem fun. At all. I don't want to do that. Yeah, we might not do any of the ultimate weapons. They seem more trouble than they're worth. To me, that is always the key. Ultimate weapons are a lot of extra work, very little payoff. There's better weapons you can get, or at least comparable weapons you can get in terms of like dramatic increase in power to your character without wasting so much time doing whatever. I've rambled enough. Thanks again for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your weekend. I hope you'll stop by in the future. And until next time, I need to I always do this. Why don't I get this set up when I switch over to this stupid scene from the beginning? Until next time, bye.